I'm Dr. Shemaine Manna. I'm the Acting Chief Director for School Safety, Enrichment and Social Cohesion. Well, history is part of your identity, and it's extremely important to understand where you came from in order to understand where you're going to. In terms of South Africa, I mean, given our legacy of apartheid, it's extremely important for young people to understand the struggle for democracy in this country, and that is why history is so important. But also in terms of a personal dimension about history, is that it gives you an understanding of who you are and your identity as a South African. So for me, I find history as a very important element to build social cohesion in this country. I mean, if you look at international research as well, where countries like Sri Lanka, Northern Ireland, etc., that were trying in post-conflict countries to ensure that there is social cohesion amongst the polarized society that they have, they've used history as an instrument to sort of build a unity and to celebrate the kind of diversity of political opinions, ideologies, and history as well. Yeah, I think, for me, as a student activist, I mean, apartheid was very much alive and unwell, you know what I mean, in my consciousness. But I remember something that happened when I was just about 4 years old, and I was going to the beach with my father, and I could smell the nice wimpy food, and I wanted to have a sandwich there. And we were walking past, and I was like, "Daddy, I want the sandwich." He says, "No, we can't go there." And as a little child, I couldn't comprehend it, because at the end of the day, I saw myself like everybody else. And he had to explain to me, at that young age. And it had such a negative impact, because you realize that you're treated so unequally, that you can't even go in and buy a sandwich from a restaurant because of the color of your skin. And then he explained to me why we have to go to the particular beach that we're going. So it was a very traumatic experience, but it also was something that the way he explained it to me made me realize that this has to end. And I think it also created the kind of seed that we needed for a different kind of social consciousness and a political consciousness as well. Tremendous. I mean, I was an educator. In the late 80s, I became a teacher, and I was part of the teacher unity movement, as well as, the formation of the South African Democratic Teachers Union. And it's just so amazing that, remember we had like 15 different education departments with different types of education, and depending on where in the color spectrum you fell. And for me, I think that has been the greatest. I mean, people talk about education and they say there's so much of challenges in education, but I think for us as a country to have one unified education system, for me, that's the greatest achievement in terms of what we've done as a country, the way we've turned it around. Currently, we have universal access. That means everybody has access to education, regardless of the color of your skin or the language that you speak. So for me, that is also a very significant achievement. The fact that we have 11 official languages that are recognized by the country is also an important factor for me. That language, which is such a close identity marker in your life, that it's actually recognized as an important facet for development. So for me, those are very important issues. I've learned that there's so much more to history than just what's in the textbooks. And I mean, when you listen to the children presenting with such passion, and for them, how inspirational this whole journey has been in terms of the Nkosi Albert Luthuli oral history competition, it just goes to show not only the educational value of it, but also the value in terms of developing them as holistic human beings as well, for them to understand that somebody that they thought as an ordinary person has such an insightful and such an inspiring historical story to say about their lives. And I think for the younger generation, many of them are the born-frees. I mean, they haven't experienced any of this. And having this kind of program ensures that, we don't forget our history of struggle, that it actually frames the way we look at ourselves as South Africans. So for me, that has been the most important contribution of this program to the development of this democracy. Sums it up, the preamble of the Constitution sums it up. I mean, a unity in diversity. We are so blessed to have so much of diversity in this country, not just in terms of race, but in terms of culture, in terms of ethnicity, etc. And I think, given our history, we've come such a long way. One would have thought that as a country, we would have just exploded because of the way, apartheid had sort of created the divisions. So for me, I would like to see a South Africa where diversity is celebrated. I'm not saying it in a cliched way, but that even when it comes to difference of political opinions, when it comes to difference of ideological opinions, that these are actually appreciated as something that contributes to your development and not something that should be shut down because it doesn't sort of align itself to the grand narratives that we have in society. So diversity in terms of sexual orientation, in terms of disability, etc., should be celebrated and understood and appreciated, not tolerated, but must be appreciated. So that's what I would like South Africa to be like in the future.